I washed my hands already. You know what the fuck I hate about being in high school the most? Is Regents week, alright? Fuck the Regents, alright? Tests, you know? They give us sample tests and all that shit, and we, you know, go over them and all that. And then when we get on the test, they telling us some shit that we should have remembered that was at the beginning of the school year. You know what? Regents could, alright? I had about 4 Regents to take, right? I had the English, and I had the Geometry, US History, AP, and I had, what was it? I can't remember the other one. Oh, and art history. Now I'm gonna tell you some shit. The problem ain't taking the test. The problem is that the arrival time they give you and shit, like an early ass time. That's basically the time that you just getting out of bed and shit, you know. And you know, when you get there, they got the nerve to give you like only like about 3 hours, but they start the test like 20 minutes late, talking about, you know, they blaming the students for why you know why the students are taking so long to finish the test. It's like, you know what? Like, here's the thing, alright? I get there, I sit my ass down in my seat, I got my pencil and my, you know, pen, you know, the only 2 real, you know, supplies I always need for the test, you know what I'm saying? And they give out the test, and then they got the nerve to make us wait for like 20 fucking minutes doing nothing and shit. And then out of nowhere, then all of a sudden they hand out the test booklets, and then you ask them if you can start the test, and they tell them, don't open the book until I tell you to do so. No, stop bullshit. But other than that, some other bullshit that I had to go through today was that I got my ass up at about 6:30 in the morning. I left at about 7:30 something, because it don't really take me that long to get to school, depending on, you know, if, you know, the train is doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing and shit, you know. And so I get to the train station, I get on my train, I make the 4 train, you know, but, you know, like, a whole bunch of them is crowded and shit, so you know niggas like me don't get on crowded ass trains, you know. At first, you know, I get on the train, it's like nice and, you know, spacious, so I go and stand in there, you know, I'm listening to my music and shit, and, you know, like a couple stops, and we get to, you know, like 5 stops down, out of nowhere the train just starts getting packed and packed and packed. And just like I said before, a whole bunch of dumbass motherfuckers are trying to squeeze their ass into a crowded ass train that they can't fit their fucking ass into, alright? So now I got niggas, you know, like right in front of my face like this, alright? I don't like that shit. Alright, but anyway, so I get off the train, right? The escalator is crowded too. I don't know how the fuck that's possible. But so I gotta take the stairs. I'm just dashing up the stairs like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog up this motherfucker. You know, I'm not even getting tired, but you know, so like I get out the train station and I'm on my way to school. I see one of the, you know, students that go to my school. She walked right past me and shit. So I was like, oh, maybe she, I don't know, hanging out with somebody. So I'm going to the school. I get into the school building, I swipe my ID up in that motherfucker, and then out of nowhere, the fucking security guards say, excuse me, what readings are you taking? I'm like, I gotta take geometry today. And they say, oh, you gotta take that shit Thursday. Bitch, I could've sworn that the fucking paper said Tuesday, but here's the trick. I get there, it wasn't even the fact that they told me that the Regents, that the Regents was the wrong day. I'm pissed because I rushed the fuck out my house. I got on a crowded ass fucking train for no, all this shit was just in vain, alright? All this shit was in vain. And not the fact that, you know, that I got up in the morning, it was the fact that I went all the way out to Manhattan just to, you know, just to realize that I gotta go back home because I came to take the Regents on the wrong fucking day. Suck my, no, I hate tests anyway. So I'm gonna say this one more time. Fuck the Regents exam, alright? Shit. You know what? Fuck this shit. I might as well just take my ass to Jersey. They don't gotta take shit over there. Lucky motherfuckers.